All right, we're back. We've got the second semi-final in Wuhan between Pegula and Sabalenka. They played a banger at the US Open. I'm excited for this one. This is going to be, hopefully, is going to be an epic. These two ladies have played a lot of times over the last couple of years, and some of the big tournaments too. Come on, Cam. I'm literally here. Hello. Hi. Hello. Djokovic lost. Yeah, we just watched it. Hello? Where have you been? Hello? Hello? All right. But yeah, this match, hopefully. By the way, Pegula already qualified for the WTA final, so this is going to be a preview into what might happen in Riyadh in a couple of weeks. They could play again there. But Pegula hasn't beaten Sabalenka for a while. It's 8-2 in favor of Sabalenka. But the last time they played, US Open, super high quality match. Pegula got the first set, but Sabalenka came back and won. And then made the final. So this is going to be interesting. Pegula, let's see how much confidence she gained from getting a set off Sabalenka after losing in straight sets, close straight sets for a few times in a row. So let's see. Another WTA Finals preview as well. Yeah. Djokovic was clearly hurt. Yeah. Sabalenka versus Pegula head-to-head. How many times? 8-2. I just said it. 8-2. I put money on Vachereau after the first set, but it was painful to watch. Yeah, that bummed me out. That bums you out. I mean, look, if you hate Djokovic, you're probably dancing down the street. Or if you're a Vachereau fan, you're dancing on the ceiling. Oh, God, but that kind of shit just bums you out. Like, I'm happy for Vachereau, great story. But you don't want to see Djokovic injured. It sucks. Unless you don't like him. And then you're like, yay! But you're not a tennis fan if you're celebrating that. If you're celebrating Djokovic's loss, that's crazy. But hopefully, it's nothing serious for Novak, and he can recover and play. We'll watch him in a couple of days anyway. He's going to play the Six King Slam at this stage. But yeah. But it just bums you out. Seeing... Again, it felt like watching Murray hobbling around, or even Rafa last year at times, right? Just kind of, maybe it's the realization that the end of the GOAT era it's already happening, but it's like, it's almost over. But it's like, it just sucks, man. It stinks. Coco was on fire today. Yeah, we didn't get to watch much of that match, but they were both getting broken a lot, so it was a weird match. It was a weird match between. We probably didn't miss much, but Coco hasn't lost a set all week, so she's been amazing. She has been great. All week she's been great. All right. Sabalenka won the toss. Elected to serve. But yeah, it's part of the reason why I don't like doing double headers too, because I think, I would have loved to have watched all those matches in a row, but because of the schedule, they just, we have to do what we have to do. But I don't like doing double headers for that exact reason, because we didn't get to see much of Coco and Paolini because Djokovic's match was just getting crazy, right? But yeah. I'm glad you picked Palini in 3 yesterday. You're welcome. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Like I had something to do with it. Sorry, do I have power? Am I magic? Chat? Am I magic? Chat? Am I magic? I must be magic. I'm magical. I must be a wizard. I must be a wizard. You're good at jinxing? Yeah, I've got super. I'm a magician. Don't call me Harry Potter. Oh, don't you dare. But I'm a wizard. I'm Dumbledore. Call me Gandalf. I'm a wizard. I told you Harry Potter was real. Well, Alan, you go down to platform 9 3/4, and you go run into the wall. Film it and then send it to us, and we'll see if you go to Hogwarts. Right? You go run into that wall. You go running into that wall and film it, and then send it to us. You go see if Hogwarts is real. Right? You go run into that wall. Go on. Good luck. Film it. You better film it though. I want to see it. Anyway, Sabalenka serving. I don't know what I picked, but who cares anymore? Challenge accepted. You better film it. I don't want no AI bullshit. Cam is the Wizard of Oz. Shut up. That's not funny. 15. It's a little funny. Stupid though. Just don't do that again. 15. Leave the jokes to me. 15. That wasn't funny. Stop laughing. All right. Pegula hits a winner. 15-all. You didn't. Why are you yelling at me? Yeah, 15-all. 15-all. Serve to the forehand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Pegula backhand. Into the backhand of Sabalenka is Pegula. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka to wide. 15-30. Vachereau is from Monaco. 15-30. Sabalenka serves the forehand of Pegula. Backhand from Sabalenka down the line's a winner. 30-all. 30-all. No scores are showing because the match has not begun. I've just been fooling you with this whole time. I've just been tricking you. They're just still warming up. See? You thought it was real. You thought it was happening. That's pretty good, right, chat? I fooled you. Anyways, it is 30-40. The scores are just asleep. They're in shock. They're in shock. We're all in shock. All right, 30-40. First serve to fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Sabalenka forehand. Into the forehand of Pegula. Sabalenka forehand down the line. Pegula gets it with the backhand. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Pegula slice. Drop shot winner. Now, chat. I can't remember who I predicted. I probably predicted the winner. That'd be a first. But Pegula has qualified for the WTA Finals. So, I wonder if she's going to play with a little more freedom, knowing that she's not playing after this. She's going to go to Riyadh. She doesn't have to win this. Not that Sabalenka does. But I wonder if Pegula is going to play with some freedom because she doesn't have the pressures of having to qualify and having to win. And I wonder, and like I said, the confidence she would have gained from getting a set last time they played. Yeah, it was a Grand Slam semi-final, so maybe the pressures of that got to Pegula in the end, but maybe Pegula can get it. It's been a day of upsets, I guess. Was Gauff winning an upset? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Little one. Maybe. I don't know. But Pegula, she might be able to play because, you know, if she loses, she's going to rematch. If she wins, she's going to the final and then going to rematch. So either way, Pegula maybe can play with some freedom. She definitely has nothing to lose. You're right. She has nothing to lose. As Sabalenka gets a lovely forehand winner. Love 15. Whereas Sabalenka's qualified, but I feel like she does have something to lose. Because if she doesn't make the final, I mean, she's won this title 3 times in a row, so she is the defending champion too. So, but Pegula, I mean, she could lose this in straight sets. It doesn't really matter. Really. Except for maybe the next time they play. It depends if she got demolished. It would be bad for her confidence, but... no, Nole's not playing Paris. At this stage. Anyway, it's 400 on the line. The back end of Sabalenka. Love 30. Pegula slice goes long. Love 40. Love 40. By the way, chat, do you want Medvedev or Rinderknecht to win? We're not watching that match, but do you want Medvedev to win? Or do you want it to be a random final? Like a totally random final. Love 40. 400 rally. Pegula. Again to the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula down the line. Sabalenka slice. Pegula comes in. Puts it away. 15-40. You want Medi, Rinderknecht. Medi, okay. Medi, I want to see him come back. It would be kind of a good story if Medi won. Like the comeback, you know, hasn't won a title in like 2.5 years. Like it would kind of be a nice story for Medvedev to come back and win. You can change your mind if you want. What do you mean? I'm not watching Medvedev because he beat Demon, or I'm still salty. Chat, I tell you, chat, I ain't going to lie, and you probably notice it because you guys are smart. But I get in such a foul mood when Demon Or loses. I hate it, chat. I hate watching him lose. It hurts. I take it personally. It sucks. It hurts. And I get grumpy. And I notice that on, like, when I finish the stream, I sit down, I'm just like, fuck, that was bad. Like, I just feel shit. I just feel shit. I don't want to, I hate it when he loses. It's the same when Dasher loses. I get so, I don't get angry at them. I just get so mad. I'm just like, that's why we don't watch Aussies, because I hate being in a bad mood. And I feel like it shows good. Yeah. Good. Sabalenka breaks. I hate it. I hate the way I feel when I watch them lose. I hate it. It makes me feel so shit. And I'm like, when Australians lose and we watch them, unless it's like, look, unless Sinner beats someone who's like 100 in the world, right? Whatever. But when it's like Demon or Dasher, I hate it. I feel shit. I'm like, these streams, like, I'm like, that was a terrible stream. Everything sucks. The world sucks. I go listen to My Chemical Romance. You know? It's bad, man. I cry in the shower for an hour. It's bad, man. It's raining right now. I'd sit out in the rain if they was playing today. It's bad, man. And that's why we don't watch Aussies, because it puts me in a bad mood, and then you guys get a bad stream. You know? I hate it, man. So we don't watch Aussies anymore. We're not watching Aussies until we have to, because I hate being in a bad mood. Sucks. Anyways, we're on serve here, 1-1. 15-0. Cam after an Aussie loses stands in the rain like Vegeta after losing to Android 18. 100%. I just stand there and look up at the rain. It's bad, man. 15-0. As it a 4-game winner from Sabalenka, 30-15. So I reckon some of the worst streams that I've ever done have been with Aussies. Like I reckon Draper last year against Demonor, that match, I feel like that was a terrible stream. I did a bad job. And then I feel like yesterday with Medvedev versus Demonor, I was just like, dude, that was shit. That was a bad, like I did a bad job. You know what I mean? Like it's not so much like I had a bad time on stream because of course I did because of Demonor was losing, but I just feel like I do a bad job when I'm watching Aussies. I can't do it. When they win, like Popperin beating Djokovic at the US Open, one of the best moments of, one of the greatest times. But when they lose, it hurts. It sucks, man. When Poppy beat Nole, but when Demonor lost to Draper, like it's like I can't do it. You are terrible. Well, you're just rude. 40-15. Can we get this guy out of here? As Pegula, it's a great return, 40-30. Like the highs are high, but the lows are low, man, when I'm watching Aussies. Poppy beating Nole, greatest moment. And then Demonor losing 2 days later, or whatever, 3 days later, a week later to Draper, worst time. Hate it. I'd rather just not watch them and then just watch everybody else and just like not be so invested. It's emotional, man. Sports, brutal. 40-30. Yeah, Deb, can we just keep an eye on that? Thanks, Deb. All right, 40-30. Sabalenka trying to get in front. Interesting horror movie recommendation. Did you see The Ruins? No, I haven't. It's a backhand return. Goes back into Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. We get the deuce. I tell you, if Leighton was still around, we wouldn't be watching him. I couldn't watch Leighton on a stream. That would have been too much. I already get shit for being biased. I couldn't do it. Deuce. Couldn't do it, man. Hurts too much. All right. Aryna Sabalenka. As we get a four on Pegula, the back in Sabalenka. Sabalenka goes wide. And we get the deuce. Now we get the deuce. All right. Aryna Sabalenka. Aryna Sabalenka to take the lead. She serves a fault second serve. Second serve. Double fault. All right, we're back to deuce. Pegula's so humble, given her father's wealth. She also takes the New York subway sometimes. Yeah, Pegula's great. All right. Ace from Sabalenka, advantage. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. Sabalenka backhand goes in the forehand Pegula. Pegula hits a winner. Then we get back to deuce. Now we get to deuce. Sabalenka serves again. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Forehand from Sabalenka. Into the net. Advantage Pegula. Advantage Pegula. Serve to the forehand Pegula. Return the back in Sabalenka. That's a great shot. Pegula gets up with the slice. It's in the net. Back to deuce. Not watching the Medi match. No. 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 Not watching them. We're not watching Medi. We're not watching Medvedev. No, that's all right, Ivy. I just want to watch this. You know what I mean? Like, I want to actually watch this. And like, because this is an important match, you know? A very important match for the WTA. As we're forehand now from Sabalenka, the forehand Pegula, forehand of Sabalenka. As it a forehand now down the line, wide by Pegula, and it's advantage Sabalenka. Yeah, like I'm already disappointed that we couldn't. I feel like I only watched like one game of Palini and Gauff, which was so because Djokovic was losing and it was a big, there was obviously a lot going on. But I don't like doing double headers in general because I don't get to watch. I don't get to see what's going on. I'm going here splitting, and Djokovic got injured. We're talking about him the whole time. I don't want to watch Medvedev Rendurknish because I tell you, we're not going to watch it. Like, I'm going to watch this match, and that match is going to be on in the background. I'm not going to watch it. So it's a waste of time, you know? Sabalenka holds, by the way, 2-1. Doubleheaders are hard. I'm finding their work. Like, I like them less and less because I'd rather just focus on one match and just watch that properly and then watch, and then go and see what happened to that other match another day. But yeah, I wouldn't, if there was no other tennis on right now, we'd maybe watch Medvedev, but I don't want to do Medvedev at the same time as we're watching this. With Djokovic, we have no chance. We have no choice. And also top 10 clash for the ladies. We have to do double headers sometimes, but I don't want to do them if I don't have to. And I don't want to miss any of this match. 2-1. I don't want to split my phone. Plus, if we watch, like I said, we watch Medvedev, I'm not going to watch it. Like, it's going to be on, but I'm not going to watch it. I'll tell you this, though. If this match does end before that other one does, we might watch the end of the Medvedev match, but yeah. We might. I said that. Might. We might watch it. Eala versus 324 in the world. And Alcaraz Nole in a semi-final of a slam. Which will you cover, Cam? We'll do a double header. Because I know how much you love Eala. 2-1. Just for you. Just for you. No, don't call me a hero. Don't give me a medal. Just for you, though. No, not a trophy. Don't give me a trophy. Backhand to backhand rallies. That goes in the net from Pegula. Love 15. No, it's okay. I don't need your money. It's fine. I donate the check to somebody, to charity. All right. Love 15. Love 15. As the return goes in the net by Sabalenka, 15-0. Speaking of Eala, she plays next week, so I'll see you there. We're going to probably watch Alcaraz versus Djokovic and Eala in Tokyo. Or where's she playing? No. Osaka. 15-0. Sabalenka serves. Sorry, Pegula serves a fault. Second serve. By the way, chat, I'm hoping, as that goes out by Pegula, 15:30, I'm hoping in the off-season I can get some shit together because next year I've got a couple of really good ideas. If I do say so myself. I got a couple of ideas next year that I want to try out for the channel. So Sabalenka gets a return winner, 15:40. So I'm really keen for the off season, so I can actually start working on it, and because I want. It's been a long year, but I want to make next year a little bit more fun. A little bit different. Hot tub stream? You wish. Bro, if you want that, you got to pay extra. 15:40. Backhand volley Pegula, she says. 130-40. Do giveaways? People like free stuff? That's not what... No, that's not the idea. 30-40. 30, that's not what I was thinking. That's definitely not on... That's not... Ah, 30-40. Sabalenka gets a win up. Jeez, she is so good, Sabalenka. That is the best player on the planet right here. All right, 3-1, she breaks. All right, 3-1. I dibs the couch. Couch is mine. Bro, I'm getting buried in this thing. What are you talking about? I'm going to be lying on this thing, and they're going to lower me into the ground on this thing. I'm taking it with me. Hands off. I'm lying on that thing, and they're going to put dirt on me, all right? This couch is going down 6 feet under with me. You ain't getting it. It's not going to anyone. The couch is not for sale. I'm taking it with me. All right. 15 love. The backhand return, the backhand Sabalenka. Backhand from Pegula into the slice of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. 15-0. $15-all. $15-all. By the way, the couch, was that 2 years ago now? Has it been 2 years? Holy moly. 2 years ago? Wild. As that goes out by Sabalenka on a slice, 15-30. $15.30. As a default second serve. As Pegula returns back into Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets a wide, 15-40. All right, break points. 15-40. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the floor to Pegula. As we're back here, goes to the slice of Sabalenka. Sabalenka's it out. We're back on serve. 3-2. It's already Halloween already, I know, right? By the way, chat, has anyone use this streaming app Tubi? Not a sponsor, but if they want to pay, feel free, you know. But it's free, apparently, and there's heaps of random-ass movies on there. Like horror movies and shit. Apparently it's wild. It's just I downloaded it and I was like, oh, it's free, so I'm not, don't have to pay for it. It's great. And I looked and I'm like, what are all these random movies? It's got some good movies too, but like some known movies as well. But I looked at the horror movies. I'm like, a bunch of horror movies I've never heard of. I'm like, great. That's what I'm looking for. It's great. Not a sponsor, but, call me. All right. By the way, do we know when things are happening tomorrow? 7:30 Shanghai final. Chad, do you reckon people will be pissed if I watch Eala instead of the final? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's not playing tomorrow. She's not playing tomorrow anyway. What's going on in Wuhan? Is the schedule out for tomorrow? My friend watches only horror movies on there. Yeah, I'd only watch horror movies too. I wouldn't watch... there was some weird-ass shows on there as well. There was like some Gary Busey like court drama thing, and I was like, what the hell is even this? But yeah, I'd only watch it for the horror movies, because horror movies, if they're terrible, they're great. All right, women's final is around this time tomorrow. Also, the men's final's first, and then the women's final. That's great, so we can watch both. Back to back. Let's go. As Pegula misses the volley, love 15. What's your favorite horror movie series, Cam? I'll tell you the shit that freaks me out the most. Space stuff. Space horror is scary as hell. It scares the shit out of me. So probably Alien. The Alien, from Prometheus, Covenant, Romulus. I haven't seen Alien Earth yet because I'm waiting for it all to come out and I'm going to watch it probably in the next couple of weeks. But probably the Alien series. Because it's got a combination of space and monsters. Or Sinister's pretty hectic. Sinister as well. It's pretty hectic. And Insidious. Both of those series are pretty gnarly. 15:30. Yeah, Romulus sent me on it was a wild ride. Yeah, I remember walking out of the cinema in the broad daylight after Romulus and I was shaking. It was crazy. But that's when you watch a good movie because it scares the shit out of you and you leave the theater and you're like, what did I... And I went alone because I'm a psycho. 15:30. Horror movies are not good for you? Oh, well. 15:30. There's a bit of forehand rally. Another one from Sabalenka into the forehand of Pegula. And then Sabalenka backhand. Pegula gets there with a slice, but in the net. 15:40. But I think of all the movies that scare... I just watched Apollo 18. That movie is the end of that, like towards the end of that movie, crazy as hell. Life is in like that movie still gets me. I've seen it at least 3 times, and it's still, I still feel shit at the end. Still feel terrible. The end of that movie, I'm just like, oh, why do I feel so bad? 30-40. Medi's broken already. Nice. Life is Life is a crazy movie. Crazy movie. That movie's crazy. And then the Alien movies are great. Still break point here, 30-40. Pegula in the net. There's the break again. Sabalenka 4-2. Paradox Cloverfield. See, I've seen Cloverfield and I've seen Cloverfield Lane, is it? The one where they're in the bunker? I haven't seen Paradox Cloverfield. Is it a part of that same series? Do you like movies with the devil in it? I mean, they're not as like, they don't scare me as much. It's more when there's like a boogeyman. Yeah. Or an alien. Like that shit's crazy. Not really like demons and stuff like that. All right, see you later, Deb. 4-2. Sabalenka. Shout out to Deb. I know doubleheaders are hectic. Also, isn't it really early where you are? Shout out to Deb for staying awake during the Asian swing, because the Asian swing is the worst. For time zones, it's the worst. 15 love. Drop shots, no good. Sabalenka puts it away. 30 love. Yeah, which one's is it Sinister or Insidious? One of those movies. Which one's the one with the boogeyman? Sinister. Yeah, that's the first one of those. When he's watching the home tapes, get that out of me. Get out of that. Get out of it. And then Insidious, the first one, I remember the last 10 minutes of Insidious, that last 10 minutes just sent me on a... That last 10 minutes of Insidious, the first one... Don't talk to me. 30... I was shaking. 30... That rocked me. Also, It Follows. That movie messed me up. When I left the theater after watching that, I was paranoid as hell. I was so paranoid. When I left, because, if you've watched that movie, you know what it's about. And I was walking around and looking at it like, where the hell's that old lady? Where's that old lady at? Is that person walking towards... Why are they looking at me? Is they walking towards me? What the hell? That movie's crazy. That movie set me off. 30-15. Anything that gets you paranoid, it must be good. Must be a good movie. Make you paranoid. 40-15. Sabalenka serves again. Into the backhand, Pegula. Pegula hits it out, 5-2. Facts, yeah, I know, right? All right. 5-2 Sabalenka, first set. All right. Yeah, so the Six King Slam, Djokovic and Alcaraz both get a bye in the first round, and then they'll play on Thursday. Are we going to stream the Six King Slam? I think so, yeah. I think we will. We'll watch it. I don't know what time it's on, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully, we can watch a little bit of, the Asian swing for the ladies, and then we can go into watching... What's the time in Saudi? The Six King Slam schedule should be out too, right? I know it's on the 15th, 16th, and 18th, but is have we got the full... Do they start... Is it night matches? Do they play at night? Or do they play during the day? By the way, guaranteed participation fee of $1.5 million just for being there. 4.5 for... So you can win $6 million if you win the whole thing. I mean, chat, you get $1.5 million for showing up. That's like making a Grand Slam final or making a semi of a Grand Slam. Just for showing up. You show up, you think Tsitsipas... Of course he said yes. Come on. I'm surprised Draper didn't just rock up to try and play. I mean, obviously Draper needs his... doesn't want to be hurt, but I mean 1.5 mil. By the way, that speaks a lot about Draper. Not saying that Steph taking the money, whatever. Great that he got the opportunity, but Draper not pushing to play that for the money and taking, getting, his body right for next year just shows that I like that for Draper. That kind of shows. It doesn't show that it's not that his injury is genuine, because I think we knew that he was injured, but the fact that he didn't go, whoa, I need to go and do that because otherwise, it kind of shows, not that there's I don't know if it's integrity, but it's that he's that Draper's not, he knows there's more to do, right? He's I'm not here for a paycheck, right? I'm here to win slams and I need to be 100% to win. I can't be injured and I'm not going to risk getting injured more for money, right? So I think that says a lot about Draper. It's that he would choose to get his body right when there's a massive payday just for showing up. He could have shown up and played right-handed and lost love and still got paid. But that's interesting. That's cool. It's cool to see that Draper's you know what? 1.5 million's cool, but I want to win slams, so I need to get my body right. As Sabalenka gets out 30-all. So yeah, that's cool. The Draper's not. It would have been interesting to see if he had tried to play, and that was the only thing he played. I think he would have had people would have said all kinds of things then. But respect Draper for that. That's to be I have an arm injury and I'm not going to play an exhibition for money. I have to get better. I have to get fit. I want to win a slam, and I love that for him. Steph jumping in. By the way, if Fritz beats Zverev, if Zverev beats Fritz, does it count? It counts, right? Right? That counts, right? As Zverev breaking the streak. Anyway, set point Sabalenka 30-40. Not much is going on. Sabalenka is just kind of dominating. As the return goes wide and Pegula gets the deuce. I'm trying to figure out when this thing starts. It doesn't count. It counts for me because I said it was going to happen. By the way, Fritz and Zverev are going to play the ATP finals anyway. So, what time do they play? Oh, here we go. Midday Eastern time. Sabalenka gets a win up. Advantage Sabalenka. Oh, great. They're playing at 3 a.m. my time. Yay. Woo. Whoop-de-woo. I'm going to have to stay up at 3 in the morning. Love it. Anyways, advantage Sabalenka, set point number 2. All right, so they're playing at 3 a.m. my time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Anyways, backhand Pegula into the slice of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Pegula gets back to deuce. All right. All right, deuce. As the return goes into the backhand of Pegula, she slices it long. Man, poor shot making by Pegula. Advantage Sabalenka. All right. Medvedev 3-1 up, by the way. All right. Set point number 3. Backhand down the line into the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula forehand lob. Sabalenka bounce smash. There's a winner. 6-2. By the way, Pegula had a great start to this set, but Sabalenka came to life. 6-2 first set. All right. All right. I hope Sinner actually gets challenged this time. Didn't last time he lost a set, didn't he lose a set in the final? Didn't he beat Alcaraz? I mean, that was a big deal. The first couple of matches, though, were like write-offs. It was like, why are we watching this? But I think after the first couple of matches, it was pretty competitive, right? He beat Alcaraz in the final? Yeah. First set, by the way, Sabalenka, lot of winners. Lot of winners. Also, chat, I feel like this year there hasn't been as much conversation as there was last year about whether or not a tournament like that, like an exhibition like this in the season, is good for tennis. Is a tournament that is giving out $1.5 million to somebody just showing up, is that good? It's good for who plays, right? But is it good? Is it bad? Does it matter? I don't know. Is it bad? How is it bad though? Is it bad? Like, I don't know. It's not good for tennis, but it's good for the players. Yeah. I wonder, this chat, if Saudi Arabia do get their 1,000 event, which is supposed to be happening, I wonder if they get rid of the Six King Slam, but all that money goes into the prize pool of that 1,000. And I would not be surprised if we have like the Saudi Open for the men's side, the 1,000, if it is if it has the biggest prize pool of any tournament outside the slams. Because I'm sure Riyadh for the ladies WTA finals is probably the biggest prize pool, and it should be, right? Because it's the biggest tournament outside the slams, right? But I wonder if a 1,000 event is going to I don't know which one has the most prize money, maybe Indian Wells, but I wonder if it's going to have more, try and beat the prize money and be like, we're going to give out more money because they seem to be giving out a lot of money for exhibitions. So I wonder if they do get a 1,000, if it's going to be the most lucrative 1,000 event going around. And if they're going to try and make that a thing. And that would be good for tennis because that means more players would get, not just the winner gets, a big chunk of money, but everybody below, it would filter down, right? It wouldn't be like, oh, well, the person who loses the first round would get more than they would at any other 1,000. So that would be good for the sport if that prize pool was huge and everybody, it kind of trickled down, right? Whereas an exhibition with 6 players that get to be playing, that's only good for them 6 players, right? But the WTA finals is the biggest. Didn't they gave out the most prize money out of any tournament outside the slams last year? So the WTA are getting theirs. It's not like the WTA are not getting any money. They're getting through the WTA finals. They're getting paid. Obviously, there's only 8 players that get to do that, and the doubles. But I love 30, by the way. But I'm pretty sure last year was the record of, at least for the WTA finals, was the biggest prize pool given out, right? I'm pretty sure. Gauff won the most, the biggest prize money in WTA finals history, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was, the champion won $3.7 million. Plus, here we go. WTA finals, $15 million, an increase of 70% from 2023 was the 2024 prize money. It went up by 70%. What? The alternates get $250,000 just for being there. Sabalenka gets broken. One love. This is what happened in the first set. Pegula broke first game. The alternates got $250,000 for just being there. They didn't even have to play. They just showed up and they got that much money. participation fee was $335. Each win was $350 in the round robins. Runner-up got $1.2 million plus round robin money, whatever they won. And then the champion got $3.7 plus winning. If you win 2 round robin matches, you get $700,000 for that too. So wait, you could win so what, it was like $4 million Gauff won or something like that? Gauff won like $4 mil? That's massive. That's almost as much as like the French Open. So if they're doing that, then imagine the 1,000 event would probably have a similar, they'd have like $20 million to give in a 1,000 event. So there you go. Anyways. And I wonder if the Six King Slam sticks around if they do get a 1,000 event, because they don't need to attract, they've got the women's side of things. They've obviously got a WTA finals. So, but would they still do the Six King Slam if they're getting the best players in the world playing anyway in a legitimate tournament in February? Will they still do an exhibition? Because why would they need to do that? They're still attracting the best players in the world by playing a tournament, right? So I wonder if the Six King Slam stops happening when they get their 1,000. That would be interesting. Because I don't think they'll do 2 events. Maybe they will. Maybe they will do 2 events, but that'd be a lot of prize money to give away. Because I think the Six King Slam, I think is, and we've watched it last year, as Sabalenka gets a winner. It's missed the backhand. My bad. 30-15. I think the Six King Slam was sort of because they did this before. If you remember, it wasn't a Six King Slam. It was a one-off match between Djokovic and Alcaraz at the end of in December in 2023. You remember that? So they did that, and Sabalenka played Jabeur. Remember? And then the year before that, I don't know if it was in Riyadh, but they did like a similar thing at the end of around. I think it was in December as well. They did like and Fritz won $1 million, whatever that was. I think it was the same thing. Was it a similar thing? So they've been doing like auditions almost, right? And we saw that last year with the Six King Slam. It felt like an audition. Like, this is what we can do if you give us a tournament. And now they're going to maybe get a 1,000 event in Saudi Arabia. So it kind of felt like last year, and maybe even this year, with that trailer that came out, all that stuff, like the hype. They haven't done any of that this year, but because maybe it's because they got the 1,000. So they're like, yeah, well, we're just doing all that stuff so we could get the 1,000. And now they've got it. It was a good, the Six King Slam and even this year, it's been hyped. We're talking like it's like it's worth ranking points. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's been a big deal. More people are going to talk about the Six King Slam than Shanghai. 15 love. At least until Paris indoors comes around. All right. Sabalenka serves an ace. 30 love. As the return goes into the forehand slice of Sabalenka, but Sabalenka hit it long, 30-15. It's not good for tennis in the same way the comedy festival over there with Bill Burr getting backlash. I feel like a comedy festival and a comedian getting paid compared to, like, especially the WTA finals and the ATP 1000 that's going to happen, I feel like it's different. Like, one comedian getting paid a lot of money to go over there and tell jokes compared to a tournament that happens. I mean, maybe the Six King Slam is more like that, what you just said. And maybe that's not good for tennis, but I feel like if they're going to chuck a whole lot of money into the WTA, that's good. Overall will be good because the WTA can use that for other things to make it better. You know what I mean? 40-15. As the return goes into the back end. No, it's a winner by Pegula. Okay, 40-30. And if they do a 1,000 event, I mean, if they're going to throw heaps of money into tennis, tennis gets that money. It's not going to an individual, it's going to the sport, and then the ATP and WTA can use those funds to make the sport better however they feel, wherever they need to, right? Again, different from a couple of comedians getting a lot of money. That's why maybe the Six King Slam is not great for the sport, but it's great for the players who play. You know what I mean? But if the Six King Slam doesn't keep happening when they make a 1,000, but the money they put into the 1,000 event isn't just going to the players; it's going to the tournament, it's going to the going to the ATP, and then they can distribute that to other parts of the tennis. Maybe they make it, I don't know what they do with it, but I feel like that's not a bad thing. Like, why wouldn't the WTA, who needed the money, WTA was struggling. Remember, they were struggling big time at the start of the decade. But if they're gonna throw a bunch of money in, that's good. If it keeps the WTA going, that's good, right? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't the ATP and WTA take the payday, right? And then bring it back into the sport. They would redistribute that into the sport and make our sport better. Different to when like I said, different to giving 1.5 million for someone to just show up to an event. Because the Six King Slam the ATP don't get anything from that, I don't think. And tennis doesn't really get anything. It's just the 6 players who get to play. They get paid, which is great for them. But other things, WTA finals, that's great for the WTA. It's not just great for the players, right? Does that make sense? Also great for the doubles players who on the WTA finals, they get paid too. And we know how much doubles players, don't get paid, right? Sometimes, or don't get, they got the mixed doubles. Remember the US Open mixed doubles? There was one doubles team, right? They won the whole thing. But if you're playing the WTA doubles, you're getting paid a ton of money because it's in Saudi, right? So that's good for them, right? Because they deserve to be paid. So you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's all bad or all good. There's obviously, there's a lot of political reasons, right? But from a tennis point of view, I feel like it's good for the WTA that they getting paid, right? And the players getting paid. And love 15. Bye, Barbara. As it a backhand rally. Bye, Barb. Can we just pour one out for Barb from Stranger Things? Love 30. Sabalenka looking for this break back. See, I don't know. Love 30. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Pegula. Backhand from Sabalenka is a winner. Love 40. Love 40. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Pegula. But she hits it long on the slice, and it's 2-0. Sabalenka breaks back. All right. It's a very hyped tournament, but I still like the Labour Cup more. Oh yeah, I love the Labour Cup. I love the Labour Cup. I wonder if Federer was in Shanghai to talk about the Labour Cup. Do some meetings. Try and get a venue down for a tournament in Laver Cup in China? I don't know, chat. Just saying. Oh yeah, 16 Slam would be fun. I mean, we get to see. We don't have to go through all those. I mean, I'll tell you this: the Six King Slam is going to be even more hyped with the fact that Shanghai has been a disaster for the men. Right? It's been a shocking tournament. So many matches we didn't get to see. So many matches we were like, oh, but we're gonna At least the Six King Slam, we get those matches from the start. We don't have to wait until the semifinals to get the match. We get the match straight away, and then they win, and then they get a great match. It's guaranteed great matches. As Pegula hits a lovely winner down the line. Pegula hits a winner down the line, 30-15. Shanghai, we've had no top 10 clashes. We're going to get, except for Tsitsipas being there, he's not top 10, but we get we'll probably get at least 3 top 10 clashes in that tournament. Without even having to wait. We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait for it. It happens on day one. Day one, it's a top 10 clash. 3 versus 5. Sabalenka's out 30. Guaranteed bangers, exactly. Even though it's an exhibition, it's still guaranteed. And after Shanghai being a bit of a disaster with for the seeds, at least fans get what we want. Top 10 clashes straight away. So it's probably going to be more interesting because of that, right? If we had all these clashes this week in Shanghai, maybe we wouldn't be as bothered, but Sabalenka hits a smash winner and it's 40-30. Oh, man. We won't even have a top 10 clash in the final. I know, right? Top 10 player in the final. I know, right? Crazy. Anyway, it's 40-30.
Looks like we got another potentially top 10 Norwegian player who is good on all surfaces. 4 challenger titles this year. Look at boys.
What's his name? What's the guy's name? Medvedev's up 4-3, by the way. What was his name, though? Sabalenka holds 3-2. Don't worry, I'll do the research. Hang on. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got this. Are you talking? I can't even say that last name. Why you make me say the name? What's that letter? It's an A and E, but they merged. How do I say that? Budkov. I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to say the other name because I have no idea. Budkov. I want to say it's... Yeah. I'm going to say, is it a silent K? Yeah. Yeah. Is that him? That must be him. It's the only Norwegian guy I can see. You said Norwegian, right? Norwegian? You're not talking about Moeller, are you? He's not Norwegian, though. I can only see he's only won 1 title. When did he win 3 others? Where is he? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so you're talking about him, right? I'm going to say it's Yair. Yair. Yer? Yer? Is it just Yer? It's pronounced Kaya. Okay, so it wasn't even close. Kaya. Is it Kaya? Kaya. Kaya? Kaya. Budkov is good. I'm going to say Budkov. Oh. So, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he won a tournament last on indoor hard courts. Okay, cool. Well, that's great. It means Norway's going to have, United Cup. Oh, wait. Davis Cup. Maybe they've got a bit of a team now with the 2 guys. 15-0. As we do a backhand in the net by Sabalenka, 30-15. Hey, what's up, Dutchy? How you doing? Medvedev's up 5-3. KO, you got it right? Yeah. I'm not stupid. All right, 30-15. As it a forehand now to the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand out from Pegula into the net. 30-all. 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 Winner of this place, Coco Gauff in the final tomorrow. Yeah, we'll watch the Shanghai final no matter who's in it. We've got to watch 1,000 finals. That's just a no-brainer. Doesn't matter who's playing. Sabalenka returned the net, 40-30. That is the rules. We watch 1,000 ATP 1,000 finals no matter who is in the final. You're not even close. Well, tell me how to say it then. Don't just tell me I'm wrong. If you're from Norway, how do I say it in English? 40-30. The AE sounds like an O, like love. So like of. So it's core? Core? Or is it your? Is the K silent? You need to teach me Norwegian right now. So it's all it's like cat. So it's car. Is it like car? Car. Is it car? Car? Kya? Care? Nah. Car. Kya. Kya? No, it's advantage for Pegula. Anybody coming in here is like, is he having a stroke? Maybe. We'll never know. I'm only talking to Miss Smiley because Miss Smiley's the one who's Norwegian. So everybody else shut up. Stop telling me the wrong thing. You make me look stupid. I'm only listening to Miss Smiley. Miss Smiley is giving me the directions. Everybody else be quiet, all right? All right, 3-0. I love your dedication. I want to get it right. Because then I sound smart when we watch him for the first time, and everyone's like, how do you say the name? And I'm like, I'll tell you how to say it now. You got to teach me to make me sound smart. It's the only way I'm going to get smart. You know? Anyways, 3-0. Sabalenka 4 in the net, slow 15. I love 15. By the way, where's Sabalenka's trainer with the tiger tattoo on his head? Why is he not there? Where's he? Does anyone know where he went? Love 15. There's a return from Pegula to the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand of Pegula. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Good shot. Pegula slice. Sabalenka with a backhand slice. Pegula gets it. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Love 30. Isn't a sound in English when then the A is like cat and a rolling R, Spanish R. I can't roll my cut. I'm going to lose it. Love. I can't do it. We're going to have to make... He needs a nickname. What's his nickname? Does he have a nickname yet? NBK. That's two. We've got to figure out a better name. We've got to give him a nickname. Buddy. We'll call him Buddy. All right, back every turn. Oh, good old Buddy. Good old Buddy. We'll watch Buddy. Anyways, Pegula return winner love 40. We need a nickname. Quick, chat. Call him Nico. All right, Nico. Nico is... We'll watch him eventually if he's as good as if he's as good as his challenger results have been. Anyways, love 40. As a backhand return, goes to backhand Sabalenka. She puts it away, 15-40. Went to a flea market last weekend and thousands of DVDs, $10 for 10. Was thinking of you. How many did you get? Nice. Little break point for Pegula. 15-40. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. I got a movie the other day. It had Tommy Lee Jones and John Goodman in it. Never heard of him. I think it was like called Electric something. Yeah. And that's the end of my story. Backhand in the net by Sabalenka. And it's 4-3 Pegula with a break in the second. Rude.
It's pronounced Kier, but the K is pronounced SH, like taking a pop.
Share? 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 Share. Like the singer. Wait. Wait, what did you say? It's pronounced Share? Share? What are you even talking about? A very important question. Am I getting it right? Share? 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 Shit! Anyways, 4-3. We'll figure it out one day. I'll just wait for the umpire to say it in the future. All right. Don't worry, we'll get there at the end. We'll get it. We'll get there. Don't worry. We always get there. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. Oh, Andreeva is playing next week. Is this Ningbo? Oh, Ningbo draw come out. Nice. All right. 15 love. Pegula with the break, 4-3 in the second. Medvedev won the first set, 6-4. A bit of fault, second serve. I guess the interest in Nico probably includes only me. Nah, now we're all invested because it took me about 40 minutes to figure out how to not say his name. So now we're invested. We're all going to remember him as we're gonna see his name in the drawer, and I'm gonna have a fit every time. I'm gonna have to. God, if he makes the main draw of a tournament, I'm gonna lose it. I gotta learn this name. 15-0. If he gets to a main draw of an ATP event, I'm gonna cry with happiness. I'm happy. He gets a. God damn it. Anyways, 30. But now we know, because now I won't look like. Maybe I'll at least know what it's not how I'm not supposed to say it. Draw previews. I already get shit enough for that. You don't say Krajikova. You don't say Mukova right. Shut up. I say it just fine. 400 rally. As with a 400 again from Pegula into the 400 Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets wide. It's Medvedev. It's Medvedev. I know what it is. Anyways, 40-15. Raducanu and Andreeva second round in Ningbo is crazy. Wait, is Mukova versus Vondi versus Mukova first round? That's nuts. That is crazy. Or can you imagine if it's Rybakina versus Palini in the semis. That'd be fun. Can we get that? Pegula holds for 5-3. Yeah, Ningbo's kind of crazy. Not going to lie. We're going to watch some of it, I'm sure. But we're also going to watch Osaka as well because she's playing in Osaka. Yeah, it could be. That would be crazy if it's like whoever wins is into the finals. That'd be nuts. Also, Towson's in the draw, but she's injured, so doing a great job for trying. Plus, we don't mind really names that are impossible to pronounce. It's not that deep. I know, but it is fun. Well, whenever he plays, hopefully we'll watch and you will be here, so then you can help us through the name. And then when everybody says, you're saying it wrong, you can tell them that I'm not. Just like all the people that come in and say, you're saying Swiatek wrong. And all the Polish people are like, no, he is saying it perfect. Shut up. You can be that person for the Norwegian matches. Tell everybody that I am not wrong. Anyways, 15-0. Is Cam short for Cameron? No. 15-0. Sabalenka serves an ace. 30-15. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Smiley. Appreciate it. All right, 30-15. Shannon, for some reason, I thought you were saying her name is Christina, but you didn't say that. You were saying something else. Her name is Christina. You come into my house, you get my wife's name wrong. Thirty-o! 30-0! 30-0! I love that. That movie is a great movie. Can we find that movie? I need to find that movie. There are so many quotable parts in that movie. Pegula hits a tape. It sounds like it's a winner, 40-30. There's so many good movie references in that. Aim for the bushes. All right, everybody, let's have a great day. Shut the hell up. Oh, I gotta find that movie now. I gotta watch that movie, man. Where is that movie? Where can I watch it? I gotta get that movie. That movie needs to be on my list of DVDs. Come on now. That movie's so good. When did it come out? 2010? Crazy. All right, double fault Sabalenka deuce. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. Peacocks don't fly. All right, deuce. Oh, I love that. That movie's so good. Me and my friend used to always quote that to each other. Anyway, Sabalenka with an ace. Advantage Sabalenka. Her name is Christina. Got a creep. Michael Keaton's in that movie. Samuel L. Jackson. The Rock. I mean, there's so many good. It's such a good movie. What a great movie. I'm gonna watch that movie. I'm gonna find that movie. I'm gonna find that movie. I'm gonna find that movie. That is on my list of one of my favorite comedies for sure. That movie is funny as. That movie is so funny. And then Mark, he's just like, that's your wife? That's your wife? You married? She's your wife? It's your wife? And then he just keeps talking to her. He doesn't even recognize it there. God, that's funny. It's funny. You think it, just go watch it. It's funny. It's funny. So funny. Get it on play, no shit. Don't even get me started. All right. Sabalenka is down a break. Pegula is going to serve for the set. God, that movie is so funny. I have to rewatch that. God, man. I think at this point, Pegula might have a created record of most three setters in a single season. Maybe. All right. Pegula serves. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Return goes to forehand of Pegula. And then Sabalenka in there, 15-love. He's going through it. 15-love. Going on a journey. Yeah, that was Mia. Mia's having some lucid dreams. 30-love. 30-love. 2 points away from a third set. As that goes out in the return from Sabalenka. All right. 40-love to take us to a third. Remember, the winner plays Coco Gauff tomorrow. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Pegula, backhand from Sabalenka. Pegula slice. Sabalenka backhand goes into the forehand of Pegula. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula backhand. Down the line again. Sabalenka gets it. Pegula forehand. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula down the line forehand. Winner. We're going three, baby. Pegula takes the second. All right. Here we go. Pegula takes the second. We're going three. Great recovery from Pegula. After really just getting demolished in the first set. Got the early break, held on. And takes the set. We're going three. All right. Not a bad set by Sabalenka. 12 winners and 9 errors, but Pegula, 7 winners and 4 errors. Who would Gauff prefer to play in the final? Probably Sabalenka, because she won't be the favorite. Or maybe she will be. Maybe Sabalenka. I don't know what her record recently has been against Pegula, though, but maybe Sabalenka, I don't know. Cam, you felt very happy if USA win? Yeah, bro. Obviously, when Americans win, I'm like happier than ever. Clearly. When America wins, it's the greatest thing ever. Pegula leads 4-2 in the head-to-head against Gauff. Okay. So there, maybe she would rather play Sabalenka then, yeah. Maybe she would rather play Sabalenka. I hope Pegula Palini win a slam. Okay, cool. Medvedev did win the first. Yep, that happened like 20 minutes ago. Rude. I have no idea why I didn't read your message. Let me try again.
I use AI,
Boo!
and the closed explain is Shah R, like the Shah of Iran, and ended with an R in Norwegian, by the way.
Not funny if I replay it. Sorry, what did you say? I just heard you say you use blasphemy. So wait, you didn't even, huh? So wait, you don't even know how to say it. All right, well, thank you for the donation. Medvedev won the first set 6-4. 30 love Sabalenka serving first in the final set. As the return goes forward to Sabalenka. Forehand now from Pegula. Sabalenka forehand goes wide. 30-15. $30-15. First serve is a fault, second serve. Anyway, it's 30-0. $30. Sabalenka gets a lovely winner down the line, 40-30. All right, so like a double, no, so there's a fault, second serve. Second serve. The back of Pegula, into the back of Sabalenka. Pegula, down the line, Sabalenka gets it. As Pegula can't get that one, Sabalenka too strong. 1-love in the final set. All right. One, 0. Oh, man. Whew. Pegula's 5-2, then came back. Sabalenka, mark my words, okay? I'll probably forget, but did we get Medvedev moment in Shanghai? Not now. You just jinxed it. Thanks a lot. How do you have such perfect hair? It's a wig. I mean, genetics. As we return to the backhand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Pegula forehand. Into the forehand of Sabalenka on the stretch. Just goes wide though. 15 love. Me, Bubba. You alright? Just chilling. She's just chilling. 15 love. And Sabalenka return goes wide. 30 love. Love. We get a fault second serve. As a return, winner by Sabalenka. 30-15. AI so often is wrong. Shh, don't say that. Shh. They're listening. You can't say that. We love AI. I'm not going down. I just watched The Terminator. 30-0, I'm playing nice. 30-0. That's why when I said boo, I was just joking. So funny. Ha! Hopefully it has a sense of humor. That's the spirit. Yeah, see, yay. Volley from Pegula is very nice. But Sabalenka gets it, and then the volley from Pegula goes away. And she gets the 40-30 Pegula. 40-30 to level the final set. All right, return. Into the forehand, Sabalenka. Pegula forehand in the net. Deuce. We get to deuce. One and a half hours played, by the way. Pretty quick match, considering the score. As the return goes in the backhand of Pegula. Backhand a slice Sabalenka. Pegula forehand, the forehand of Sabalenka. Again, the forehand of Pegula. Pegula hits it wide, though. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. By the way, chap. Advantage Sabalenka. Wait for this point. As return goes into the forehand of Pegula. Sabalenka forehand. Is a winner. All right. Sabalenka breaks. 2-love. Perfect. Because now I'm going to say something about Sabalenka. And I'm just speaking out loud. Is Sabalenka the most intimidating world number one since Serena? Like, intimidating. I'm not saying, like, dominant, you know, like in terms of, like, Swiatek's dominance, right? But I mean just intimidation. Her game, her results. I mean, is she the most intimidating since Serena? Or is somebody since Serena who's been number one been just as, like Osaka, right? It was number one. Was she more intimidating than Sabalenka, or Sabalenka more intimidating than Osaka? Yes, definitely yes. I think Swiatek is intimidating. Okay. I mean, look, we can talk about Swiatek as well. Swiatek's dominance was pretty intimidating, but was she as, I don't know, I feel like there's a difference in intimidation. Like Swiatek the thought of getting bageled is very relevant. But I don't know, Sabalenka she just has a different, like, just a different presence, I think, than Swiatek. Like, Swiatek was scary once they started playing, but Sabalenka's like, I don't know. I feel like I think it's like almost off-putting because like she has, or maybe not off-putting is not the right word, but like Sabalenka, and now she's losing. All right. Love 30. But like Sabalenka's like off-court personality, she's like, you know, outgoing, she's happy, she's vibrant, she does the dances and stuff. But then on court, she's just like, he's like, wait, hang on, I thought you were going to be nice. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like when she hits the court, she's just like she's not dancing until she wins, right? And Nissimova is not number one, though. So you can't say Nissimova because she's not number one yet. All right, now Sabalenka gets in the net. That's your fault. Love 30. I'm not taking that. Love 40. But you know what I mean? Swiatek and Naomi were too introverted to be intimidating. I see this as an introvert, no shade. No, I that's, yeah. Like, intimidating in terms of, like, personality, too. Like, Sabalenka's outgoing personality, I can say yeah. Whereas, like, off the court, like, Sabalenka's not, like, you know, scary off court, but, like, why didn't you stream Medvedev? Oh, is he playing? I thought he was playing tomorrow. Love 40. As with a backhand return from Pegula, into the back of Sabalenka. Pegula gets the break back. That's your fault, chat. So, yeah, we're not watching Medvedev. Clearly. So, yeah. I don't know. She just has a different... Like, Osaka's game was huge. Obviously, Swiatek's results were scary. But... I don't know. Sabalenka just... I mean, maybe it's because she has a game like Serena. Like, maybe that's why I'm making the comparison more. You know what I mean? Sabalenka is physically intimidating but emotionally fragile. Is she, though? Barty was probably the most intimidating in the WTA? No way. And I'm a Barty fan, and that's not true. Because also, I think part of the intimidation is being tall. You know, that, like, being 5'11", she's got an intimidating figure, right? You know what I mean? Whereas Barty was, you know, short. So, like, that's not as intimidating. And I say that as a Barty fan. Barty's not as intimidating as Sabalenka. But it doesn't say Barty's not good, though. Just not intimidating. Not in the same way. Plus the grunting, I think that definitely... I mean, again, like Sabalenka, I've said this before, Sabalenka just has a Sharapova, Serena, like she's a bit of both, right? I feel like Sharapova and Serena, that is what Sabalenka is, a bit of both, right? She's got that quality that they have. Maybe not as intense as Sharapova was, but still, like, they both just have. She is in that same bracket as them. When it comes to that, like, if you say, "Oh, who's Sabalenka like?" I've never seen her in my life. You'd say Sharapova or Serena, right? You go, "Oh yeah, you know them? Yeah, she's like that. She's like them. She's like the modern day version of them, right?" And those two ladies are two of the most intimidating players of the last 20 years. All right, 30 love. All right, 4-1 rally. As that goes in the net by Sabalenka, 40 love. I'll tell you what, chat, the more we talk about her, the more she loses, so you better stop. Better stop talking about Sabalenka right now, because the more you talk about her, the more she starts to lose. All right, love, 40 love. Sabalenka return winner off a first serve. All right. 40-15. Jeez. Nice first serve. You know what I mean? Like, that just hurts you. That just hurts your feelings. 40-15. As the return goes in the back into Pegula. She hits a slice into the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula can't get that one. Sabalenka too good. 40-30. 40-30. Underdog will win Vegas money online. What? I mean, that's cool and all, but is your name actually David Ferrer? Is that your real name? It's wild. Do you know who that is? Do you know who you share a name with? Sabalenka gets wide, 2-0. Pegula holds. I'll tell you what, Pegula is so underrated. She is so underrated. All right. We're level. 2-2. Final set. 2-2. As the return goes back in Sabalenka. Backhand now from Pegula. Sabalenka backhand to the forehand. Pegula into the forehand Sabalenka. Pegula forehand. Into the forehand Sabalenka, who hits a winner down the line. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot, Sabalenka. 15 love. All right. 15 love as Pegula slices it long. 30 love. $30 love. As the return goes to forehand, Pegula. Downline winner by Pegula. 30-15. How do you define intimidating? Performances or personality? I think it's a combination. I think intimidation is like results. Because obviously if you're winning 6 love, you're pretty scary. Personality is definitely a big factor. And like I said, I think just stature is also a factor, Being near 6 foot, being one of the taller players on the WTA definitely is a factor. I mean, look at Maria Sharapova, right? One of the tallest players of the WTA ever. That's definitely a factor. If Sharapova is 5'5", is she as scary? Maybe. Depends how she plays. But I think that's definitely a factor. But then also results but game. Sabalenka's game. You want to hit a second serve against Sabalenka? Do you want to get hurt? Do you want pain? Anyway, Sabalenka serves an ace. 40-30. Come on now. Anisimova has a bigger serve than Sabalenka. Yeah, Michael, you haven't been here the whole time because you said that. You just got here. You weren't here but why you missed the point. First serve is a fault. Second serve. She went Norbert on her boyfriend. You got a girlfriend? Well, you do now. That's how I met my wife. Sabalenka's up 3-2. She's up 3-2. Winner plays Coco Gauff, by the way. Whoops. All right. Pegula's underrated in what sense? She never gets talked about as a serious contender or a player. It's always, every time people talk about Pegula, it's always money. Nobody talks about Pegula's game, it feels like. And it feels like when we talk about who's going to win the tournament, we never say Pegula. We never mention Pegula. And I'm part of the problem because I was like, Pellini. But I feel like we just don't talk. Like, Pegula just does not get mentioned as much as she should. She's inconsistent. Is she, though? Is she, though? But, like, if we're going to say out of the 3 players left, who's going to win this tournament, Pegula would be the third most popular answer. It'd be Sabalenka, Gauff, and then Pegula would be down here. You know? But even before the day started, I think a lot of people would pick Pellini over Pegula. Right? And it's because Pegula is... She just flies under the radar. She's no nonsense either. She's not like, you know, she doesn't celebrate and go crazy and tell everybody how good she is. She's very low key. She's very quiet. You know, she's very humble and she just goes about her business. Totally under the radar. But if she beats Sabalenka, she can win this whole tournament, Pegula, and beat Gauff in the final for sure. But she has to beat Sabalenka, which is something very hard to do. And she hasn't done it for a long time. Love 15. Pegula is a billionaire? Yeah, but is your name actually David Ferrer? Or is that you just cosplaying? Is that your real name? Anyway, Sabalenka, love 30. Love 30. Chance to get the break here. See, this is what happens, Chat, when you start talking about players. They lose. Stop cursing Pegula. Let her play. Shut up. Stop talking about her. Love 30. She serves an ace. See what happens when you stop talking about him? See? Told you. Harry Potter's real. 15-30. I saw him. Once. All right. 15-30. As with a 4-1 rally. Pegula with a slice in the net. Sabalenka too strong. 15-40. $15.40 to get the break here. Sabalenka final set. What a great match. Medvedev's losing, by the way. In the second, he's down 3-1. $15.40. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Pegula forehand. Sabalenka on the attack. Hits a winner. 4-2 Sabalenka final set. All right. 4-2 Sabalenka. The Tiger pounces. That's it. That is it. All right. Sabalenka just coming to the net and putting it away. 15 love. When was the last time we got a Gauff Sabalenka match? I feel like it's been a minute. French Open final? Yeah, I'm just trying to think, has it happened since then? We haven't had one on, it didn't happen on the hard courts, right? It didn't happen at Wimbledon. So it's been the French Open final was the last time. That's kind of crazy. They didn't play on hard courts? Like Canada or something? Winner from Sabalenka, 30 love. Ah. When was the last time they played on a hard court, though? WTA finals? No, they played in Miami. No? When did they play on a hard court last? WTA finals? Okay, so it's been almost a year. All right. So now Pegula's going to win. So you're welcome. I'm a wizard. 30 love. Is it a forehand return to the forehand of Sabalenka? Sabalenka gets it out. 30-15. Sabalenka's won 8 of the last 10 points. Sabalenka with an ace. 40-15. Great serve out wide. All right, first serve was a fault, second serve. Serve to the back of Pegula. Pegula hits out. 5-2 Sabalenka, final set. All right. It's only one break, though. All right. Sabalenka 1 game away from the final. By the way, Chet, did Medvedev lose? Did Medvedev lose? Did Medvedev lose? No, he hasn't lost. They're still playing. It's in progress. Okay. I'm just reading the chat. Everyone's saying like Cousins final. We're getting a Cousins final. Rindanish in the fight, like, but it's not over, right? Just checking. Great story, Cousins. I'm sorry. I thought it sounds like people are talking like it's over. No. Medvedev won the first and he's down a break in the second. Oh, okay, just checking. Make sure we get it right. Okay. Pegula's going to serve to stay in the match. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. There's a return in the net by Sabalenka, 15 love. As Pegula serves a fault. Second serve. As the backhand rally. Slice from Pegula into the backhand slice of Sabalenka. Pegula forehand on the stretch. Goes in the net. 15-all. 15-all. As Pegula serves an ace. 30-15. As Sabalenka gets aced again. 40-15. Great serve. Jeez. Pegula hit the line by nothing. 40-15. Another ace. Wow. 3 aces in a row by Pegula. And she just hits the ball away like, yeah, damn right. Serve it out now, Sabalenka. Do it. All right. That was cold by Pegula. Oh, the reaction to the 3 aces, just like the no look. Hit the ball back, just whatever. See you later. That's how good I am. That was like a walk-off KO. That was all right, Sabalenka there at love 15. Yeah, that reaction to 3 aces in a row against Sabalenka was like, all right. Love 15. There's a backhand return from Pegula into the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula. Again to the forehand of Sabalenka, into the forehand of Pegula. Pegula just hit it wide. Ooh, 15-0. That was a remember who you played. Yeah, that was just like a doubt me now. You know, I'm top 10 for a reason, right? That was such a cool, like cold reaction. I love it. 15-0. Fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return the back of Sabalenka. Pegula into the forehand of Sabalenka. Again, the forehand of Pegula. Sabalenka backhand. Pegula on the attack. Sabalenka puts up a lob. But it goes long. 15-30. Chance for a break back. All right, 15-30. If Pegula comes back and wins this match, that reaction to those 3 aces in a row has to be a highlight. It has to be one of the reasons. Come on. Now, Sabalenka forehand is too strong. 30-0. Sabalenka 2 points away from the final. $30-all. Serve again. Here's the return. Goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand of Pegula. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula with a backhand slice on the stretch. Sabalenka's in control. Backhand goes down the line. Long from Sabalenka. 30-40. Pegula to get back on serve. 30-40. Maybe the muscular Sabalenka will gas out. Why do you have to keep on using that word? It doesn't sound like you're saying it in a nice way either. It sounds like you're saying it in a mean way. Like you're trying to be like mean to her. Anyways, backhand return goes in the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula with a lob. Sabalenka with a smash. No. Oh, she let it bounce. Pegula's back in the rally. Backhand to backhand. Sabalenka again, the backhand of Pegula. Sabalenka backhand. Goes long. We're back on serve. Pegula breaks. But she's still going to serve to level. All right. Great hustle by Pegula. And she breaks back. Okay. It's 5-4. We're back on serve. Now, Pegula's coming off 3 aces in a row, so let's see if she can add to that. All right, what's going on? Can Jess do it? I mean, she is great with the deciding sets. True. Sad loss for Djokovic and his fans. I mean, okay. Pegula is such a fighter, yeah. Pegula just kind of... Oh, my God. Why do you keep using the word? Everybody who's using the word is getting banned. Stop using that word. You're ruining it for everybody. All right. Pegula trying to level. Return goes in there by Sabalenka. 15 love. If we don't get it, blame them. Oh, yeah, I'm blaming everyone. All those people that said it, I'm blaming them. You're all in trouble. As Sabalenka goes to the backhand of Pegula. Backhand of Sabalenka. Again to the backhand of Pegula. Pegula hits a long lay. 15-0. 15-0. Hey, what's going on? Liam, how you doing, man? 15-0. As Pegula wins the point. Sabalenka sliced it wide. 30-15. Serve to the forehand. Sabalenka return. Goes long. 40-15. Been busy, so I haven't been able to watch tennis for the last 5 months. Holy shit. You've missed out on Sinkeraz. The Sinkeraz movement. 5 months? So wait, you haven't watched tennis since Sinner came back? You've missed out on heaps, mate. Sabalenka gets it out. 5-all. Pegula levels. Oh, chat. All right. 5-5. 1 set all with Medvedev's match. Cool. All right. 5-5. Back to Sabalenka. Pegula looks so relaxed, which is scary. All right. 5-all. 7 to 4 to Pegula. Return goes to 4 to Sabalenka. Pegula gets the point. Sabalenka hit it out. Sabalenka's starting to get angry. She's yelling at herself. Love 15. It's been that long. Busy with coaching, but all good to be back. Hey, just in time, Liam, for the end of the year. And for the start of the new year. All right, love 15. Sabalenka serves again. A fault. Second serve. Serve at the back of Pegula. Great return, Pegula! Love 30. That was a Sabalenka return on Sabalenka. Love 30. And you wouldn't know it because you would think Pegula lost the point. She just looks so relaxed. She just yawn? I'm sorry, Jessica Pegula. Are you bored? Did she just yawn? Did she yawn? That's wild. Anyways, backhand rally. Forward from Sabalenka into the forward. Pegula sliced. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Great pickup. Pegula gets it with a lob. It's in. Tweener from Sabalenka. It's wide. Love 40, Pegula. And Pegula having a bit of a laugh. All right. Sabalenka tried the tweener. It was nowhere close. Pegula to take the lead. The hell? .2 out of 10 on the tweener. Backhand goes in. The forehand of Sabalenka off the tape. And in. Pegula with a slice goes wide. Sabalenka survives. 15-40. One saved. Still break points for Pegula. Sabalenka serves. Into the slice of Pegula. Sabalenka backhand, cross court. Pegula with a lob. But Sabalenka volleys it away. 30-40. Still break point. Seven to the back end of Pegula. Good return, but it's long. Sabalenka, massive serve, survives. Deuce. Pegula just missed the return. That would have been a rocket return. Nah, deuce. Chad, I said this before. Pegula is underrated. People are not giving her enough respect. She is so underrated. Deuce. Seven to the back of the Pegula return. Into the front of Sabalenka. Oh, and it goes long by Sabalenka. She overhits it. Sabalenka's trying to hit it too hard. She's trying to hit too hard. She's trying to force the winners. And overhitting, that was a silly shot. Advantage Pegula. Pegula. Try and get this break. Sabalenka fault. Second serve. Seven to the back of Pegula. Back into Sabalenka down the line. What a shot. Pegula gets it though. Sabalenka slice. Goes in. Then Pegula with a drop shot. Sabalenka gets that back with a drop shot return. Then down the line, forehand from Pegula. Sabalenka's volley goes wide. Oh, the racket's gone flying. Sabalenka hit somebody. What happened? Sabalenka throws a racket like a boomerang. It doesn't come back. I think it might have nearly hit someone. What the hell? Sabalenka's throwing rackets. Pegula's got the break. You wouldn't know it. She looks like she's about to fall asleep. All right. We're going to see if Pegula can get it done. She was down 2-5. Chat, hello? Where'd that racket go? It went flying and it rebounded off the chair and into the... Oh, okay, she was saying sorry to the umpire, I think. Sabalenka looks shocked. She's like... Don't know what's going on. All right. Pegula's going to serve for the match. Huh? I think Sabalenka was saying sorry to the umpire because she hit it. It hit the chair and ricocheted off the chair into the net. And I think she was saying, oh, sorry, because there was a bald kid running past. So she's like, oh, sorry. I mean, that could be super dangerous. No, it didn't hit somebody. It bounced. It hit the chair and then, flew into the net. And there was a bald kid right there. So I think Sabalenka was saying, sorry, I didn't mean to. I was not trying to hit anybody. She didn't know. She was just throwing it at the chair, but it bounced off the chair. No, it's not a default. It's only a default of the person that gets hurt can't do their job, but it didn't hit anybody. It hit the chair and bounced off the chair, and it didn't hit. I don't think it hit anyone. They cut away before I could see the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure it just bounced off the chair. And I think Sabalenka was saying sorry to the umpire. Or sorry to the person standing there, but it didn't hit them. Anyway, Sabalenka, she's in trouble. Pegula hits her inside-out winner. What is that shot? 15 love. What a shot. Oh, it's in by this much too. Pegula's getting Hawkeye luck. I mean, Hawkeye is American today. 15 love. 7 to the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand of Pegula. Into the forehand of Sabalenka is Pegula. Forehand again to the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula with a slice on the stretch. Sabalenka in control. Goes down the line. Pegula with a slice again. Sabalenka comes to the net. Pegula with a lob. Sabalenka smash. Winner. Power by Sabalenka. Just power. 15-all. Great hustle by Pegula, though. But too strong. Great smash by Sabalenka. Chad, how good is it when a great match between two big names turns out to be epic? I love it. 7 to the backhand is a fault. Second serve. As with a 7 to the back of Sabalenka. Good return. Pegula gets a backhand, but it goes wide. 15-30. Uh-oh. 15-30. As Pegula serves again. Into the backhand, Sabalenka goes wide. 30-all. Sabalenka looking nervous. Chat, this is why WTA is better than ATP. This is exactly why. This is why women's tennis is better right now. This is why. You know, we're not getting this on the ATP. We barely get a top 10 clash these days, unless it's Alcaraz and Sinner or Djokovic. 30-all. 7 to the forehand of Sabalenka. Return goes to the forehand of Pegula. Sabalenka forehand. Down the line. Sabalenka with a backhand. Goes in the forehand of Pegula. And Sabalenka backhand again. Into the backhand of Pegula. Cross court again to the back of Sabalenka. Goes down the line, but it's long. Match point Pegula to play Coco in the final tomorrow. To come back from 5-2 down to the final set against the world number 1. And to finally beat Sabalenka after so many attempts. She has beaten her before, but it's been a long time since she beat her. And what a way to do it if she can win this point. 40-30. Pegula serves. A fault. Second serve. Double fault. Oh, she knew she had a chance. Oh, no. Oh, she was so cold until that moment. She was playing ridiculous tennis until then. Deuce. Where are those 3 aces in a row? All right. Deuce. Pegula serves. Slice from Sabalenka goes into the forehand of Pegula. Pegula hits it out. No. Advantage Sabalenka. Oh, no. The first double fault of the match as well. Oh. Oh, no. Not like this. Advantage Sabalenka. Pegula says another fault. You know Sabalenka's going to hit this back as hard as possible. Watch out. Watch out. You know she's going to try and hit this for a winner. Watch out. Second serve. Into the back of Sabalenka. Goes into the net. Oh, she went for it, Sabalenka. She went for it. She was going to either hit a winner or an error. And it went in the net. Pegula got lucky. You jinxed her, Cam. You're living in a fantasy world. There's no such thing as Harry Potter. It's a fake movie. Somebody wrote a book about it. It's a book. It's not real. Deuce. Pegula serves. Another fault. Where are the first serves? Second serve. Double fault. That was your fault, whoever said the thing with the other thing. You jinxed it. Whatever you said. Advantage Sabalenka. 2 double faults in the game. She hadn't hit a double fault all day. until somebody in the chat said something and that was their fault. I'm not taking the blame. It's your fault. All right, Sabalenka. I'm not saying the word. As Pegula serves. Oof, that wasn't even close. The crowd went wild. All right. Second serve. Into the backhand Sabalenka. Good return. The backhand of Pegula. Down the line's a winner by Pegula. Pegula's just going to get her serve in. Hope that Sabalenka doesn't hit a winner. And then hit the winner herself. I'll tell you, they know. This crowd know. They're getting into this. They know. They know this is one of the matches of the year. All right, deuce. Another fault. What did Nick Kyrgios say? All right, second serve. Double fault. Oh, man. 3 double faults in the game, Pegula. She's already had a match point. All right, Sabalenka to break again. Serve to the forehand of Sabalenka, return. Into the forehand of Pegula. Sabalenka forehand. Into the forehand of Pegula. Sabalenka in control. Forehand to forehand as Pegula goes down the line. Now Sabalenka in trouble. Slice goes in. Pegula, forehand inside out. Winner. Deuce. God, she just get a serve in, Weak mentality? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, who are you? Is you're Serena Williams, are you? Are you Maria Sharapova, are you? Are you one of the, you played professional tennis at the highest level, have you? Okay. Deuce. Bro sitting on his armchair, hasn't played a sport in his life. Weak mentality. All right. Good observation, sir or madam. Advantage Pegula. That's a good serve. Match point number 2. Match point number 2. Pegula serves. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Return is in. Pegula with a slice on the stretch. Sabalenka forehand is a winner. What? What is this match? Deuce. Sabalenka hits it into the corner at full pace. Cool. Back to deuce. Match point saved. 2 of them. As Pegula serves a fault. The crowd are going wild. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, if you love tennis. Serve. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Pegula backhand on the stretch. Sabalenka forehand down the line. Pegula's on the stretch. Oh, she missed it. She went for the cross-court winner and she missed it. Advantage Sabalenka. That would have been a miraculous shot had she hit it in. That would have been one of the shots of the night. Had Pegula made that, but she missed it. All right, advantage Sabalenka. Yeah, just missed out wide. That would have been ridiculous. All right, break point. Oh, Pegula serves a fault. That was the slowest first serve. It was like it was an attempted kick serve or something. That was such a nervous serve. Second serve. Double fault. We knew that was coming. Tie break. Tie break. 2 match points saved. 4 double faults in the game for Pegula. That was brutal. Brutal service game for Pegula. Remember, chat, she's only ever beaten Sabalenka twice. And she's lost most of these big matches she's played against Sabalenka recently. So you can understand why she played one of her worst service games of the night. All right. Who's winning the tiebreak? Is Sabalenka coming back? Can Pegula regroup? Who's going to win the tiebreak? You tell me, chap. Serve is a fault by Sabalenka. Second serve. I hope Pegula wins. I really hope Pegula wins. That would be awesome for her. Why do I look so sweaty? Oh, Chad, have I been this greasy all day? What the hell? Forehand return goes the backhand. Sabalenka. Sabalenka's out. 1-love Pegula. 1-0 Pegula. What the hell happened to Medvedev? Oh my god, Bernard Tomic's playing? It's wild. Joe, why didn't you tell me? Is Medvedev losing? Nice serve, Pegula, but it was a better return from Sabalenka. 15-0. It's 1-1. We're in a tiebreak. Get it together. Lock in. 1-1. Great return winner, Sabalenka. That's why Pegula double folded 4 times. And then she serves an ace. All right, cold. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. Pegula. Sabalenka serves. Into the back of Pegula. Return the forehand to Sabalenka. Pegula drop shot is a winner. All right. 3-1 Pegula. Beautiful drop shot. Sabalenka was nowhere near. Didn't even try to run for it. Perfect disguise. 3-1. That was a perfect drop shot. Sabalenka took one step and went, I'm not getting that. A little shake of the fist, Pegula. God, I want Pegula to win. I know I picked Sabalenka to win, but I want Pegula to win. I think Pegula winning would just be awesome at this point of the season. What a great WTA finals we'll have if Pegula was able to upset Sabalenka here and... Come on, chat. Aren't you going to stream Medvedev Rinderknecht? No. Are you kidding me right now? 3-1. Pegula returned the forehand to Sabalenka. Pegula on the stretch. Sabalenka backhand in the net. It's 4-1 Pegula. Sabalenka's racket almost hit her in the face. What the hell? She bounced it and nearly hit back. 4-1. Pegula's got the double mini break, but we know that probably means nothing because, let's be honest, nervous. Everybody's nervous. I'm nervous. You're probably nervous. They're definitely nervous. 4-1. Good first serve by Pegula. Sabalenka in the net. It's 5-1. 5-1. 5-1 Pegula. Five-one. All right. Still Pegula serving as well. 5-1. Pegula serves. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Return goes to the forehand of Pegula. Sabalenka backhand on the stretch. Goes wide. 5 more match points, Pegula, to finally beat Sabalenka. And to not even remember serving for the match 10 minutes ago. 5 match points in a row this time. First is on Sabalenka's serve, though. Yep, thank you everybody who's putting the scores in the chat. Don't need it. Thank you, though. All right. Sabalenka serves into the back of Pegula. Sabalenka down the line. Pegula's got it. With a forehand into the forehand of Sabalenka. Pegula. Backhand slice. Sabalenka backhand. Drop shot. Too good. Saves another one. 6-2 Pegula. Match point number 4. But Pegula's got 3 more after this one anyway. Sabalenka serving again. Serving to the back of Pegula. Return. Into the front of Sabalenka. Sabalenka goes wide! Pegula completes the comeback! And the coach points at her like, you did it. You did it. Love that for Pegula. Chat, she is the most underrated player in the top 10. She is so underrated and unappreciated, Jessica Pegula. She is so unappreciated. Chat, you got to get on board. Pegula's good at tennis, all right? You got to get on board. Stop not talking about it. Start talking about her, goddammit. She can play tennis. What a comeback. And that's, chat, we don't get this shit on the ATP. When does the number 6 in the world beat the number 1? Never. Well, when? I can't remember. Not very often. WTA is better at the moment. So much more fun. Competitive. Pegula is underappreciated, and you better start remembering her name. You should know it anyway, because she's been around for a while. Coco versus Jess tomorrow. Not the final we thought. We thought we were getting Swiatek Sabalenka, but I'll take it. What a win. What a great win for Pegula. Love that. And it just makes things so interesting going into the WTA finals. Paolini takes out Swiatek and Pegula takes out Sabalenka. Right? Two things that don't happen. Even Gauff beating Paolini after losing 3 times in a row this year. I mean, the WTA finals, what is going on? And what about Anisimova taking out Gauff last week, right? WTA finals, like, who's going to win it? Who is going to win the WTA finals? I don't know. Maybe Andreeva. I don't know. At this rate, maybe it is Andreeva. Crazy. That's why WTA is so much better. It's so much better. It's so much better. So much better. Anyways. Anisimova's going to win it? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's Keys, who hasn't played for a while. I love WTA. So much better. It's so on the men's side, you got Sinner and Alcaraz, and then when they don't play, everybody loses. Not on the women's side. Top 10 beating up each other. Doesn't matter if you're number 1 or number 5. Nobody's safe. It's so competitive at the top. It's so even at the top as well. Love it. It is so good. And the WTA finals are going to be so interesting now with Pegula getting a win over Sabalenka and then Paolini qualifies. She beats Swiatek. Anisimova beating Coco last week was massive. We're going to go to the WTA finals. The groups are going to be insane. And then, don't forget, we've also got the final tomorrow. So Pegula's got a good record against Gauff, but if Gauff beats Pegula, that's going to throw things into a spin. Like, WTA finals are going to be insane. If you pick the WTA finals winner, you are a wizard, Harry. By the way, Medvedev's down 2-3 in the final set. What a match. I love it when a match actually is good. We haven't had a good WTA match, at least not between the top players so far this week. Like the 2 matches we've had that were epic, like clashes, they were both straight sets. This one, finally. I mean, this is the match that 5-2 down, come back. I don't think it's match of the year, but it's one of the matches of the year outside of the slams. It's got to be, right? It's got to be. She ended Sabalenka's tiebreak streak as well. Wow. God, Pegula is so underrated. She is so underrated. I tell you, chat, the moment that changed the match was when she hit 3 aces in a row and then she just did that no look, hit the ball back to the other side. That was it. When she did that, you knew things changed. When she did that. She serves those 3 aces and then she's just like, that was so cold and that changed everything. I hope they replay that because that was such a great moment. It was so cold. Oh, man. Love it. Why is Pegula still unable to win a slam? Well, slams, I mean, the stakes are so friggin' high. But she could. I mean, Pegula could win a slam. I don't think anyone would say that she's not a contender. JPEG, no loss of quality. Oh, Pegula play. I mean, her game, I feel like her game out of everybody, okay, it's not as good as the best players. Like, her best isn't as good as theirs. But her consistency, like, she throws in a bad match every now and again, but gosh, she rarely plays a terrible match. And then when she plays these big guns, she gets even better and she plays even better. Sometimes she gets beaten by them because they're better. Their best is better. But she is like so consistent. Her game is so good consistently. Like her bad games are not that common. Like we talk about Coco, we talk about Sabalenka. Even Swiatek this year, she had some stinkers, right? I don't feel like Pegula really has that. Yeah, okay, you can name one or two, but overall, her game is very consistently good level. That drop shot today was incredible. Oh, yeah, she has some great shots. How's the handshake? Yeah, it was fine. She's smart, combines her game intelligence. Yeah, and she's just so cool, right? She has the most consistent and standard game of tennis. She plays how I grew picturing how tennis is played, yeah. Pegula deserves a major win before she retires, hoping for one in next year. Well, beating Sabalenka at this point look, she got a setter at the US Open against Sabalenka. Now she wins against Sabalenka. I'll tell you, if we get these two players playing in Melbourne in like a quarterfinal or a semi-final, let's have it. Because I think the next step for Pegula is to beat Sabalenka at a slam, and then because I think she can beat Swiatek she's beaten Swiatek at a slam, right? She can beat Gauff. She knows how to beat Coco. Anisimova will be interesting. Has she played Anisimova recently? Because Anisimova is obviously putting her hand up, and she's going to be a contender at the Oz Open. But Pegula, the next step for her is trying to beat Sabalenka at a slam. She's never lost to Anisimova, 3-0, but they haven't played for over a year. So they've played 2-3 setters. So it's been a while. So they haven't played for a while, but we'll see them hopefully at the end of the year play at the WTA Finals. But you got to think Pegula's got a chance of winning a slam next year. You got to think she does. Like if she can beat Sabalenka, she's got a whole nother confidence with that. Pegula's game looks so calm and effortless. Oh yeah, she redirects the power of like these big games, so well. She beat Swiatek at Wimbledon right before Wimbledon. Yeah, in the final of Bad-on-Berg. And then she beat... Has she beaten Coco this year? No. Because not many players have beaten Swiatek, Gauff, and Sabalenka all this year. But has she beaten Gauff this year? Or was that last year? Well, if she beats her in the final, then she's beaten the three best players in the world in a row. I mean, in a season, which I don't think... Anisimova has done it, yeah, but no one else has done it. Yeah, because Anisimova's beaten Coco last week. She beat Sabalenka and Swiatek, yeah. Well, then we need to have Anisimova versus Pegula if Pegula beats Gauff in the final. We need that match at the WTA Finals in the group stage. I feel like Anisimova Pegula will be such a good contrast in styles as well. God, WTA Finals are going to be so good. It's going to be so epic. So pumped for the WTA Finals. It's going to be so good. It is going to be so good. Oh, they haven't played since the WTA Finals, Gauff and Pegula. Okay, but wasn't Pegula injured last year? In the WTA Finals, Pegula pulled out, right? Because she got injured. Because remember, Dasha came in for Pegula in the final match against Swiatek, right? So I don't know how much we can look into that as like, oh, Coco beat her, but she won't beat Coco in the final? All right. God, I hope she does, though. I hope Pegula wins the whole thing, because that would just throw such a spin on the WTA Finals. Like everybody, we don't like. That's the best thing about WTA. When we think we know what tennis is, they just completely change. Like think somebody does something, and we're like, oh my god, I forgot about that person. It's crazy. Again, I wish the ATP was like this. I wish men's and it's not about like whoever beating Alcaraz. It's just like I wish it was more like top 10 players playing every other week more often, but it doesn't happen. Maybe it will. Maybe eventually it will. But right now, WTA is just so perfect. So perfect. It's exactly where, like, it's so good right now. And it's funny because, like, 2021, WTA was like a mess, right? We didn't know who was going to be good. It was like, rankings were weird. Serena was back, but she didn't play much. And then we didn't know who was going to play. Like, we didn't know anything, right? Barty retires. We're like, oh my God, now what? Oh no, Barty just retired. What the hell's going to happen? Now we got no one. And then Swiatek steps up. Sabalenka was always there. And then Pegula comes out of nowhere, right? Coco we always knew she was going to be good, but then she steps up. And then Nissimova starts coming good this year. Paolini's been great the last 2 years. Andreeva stepped up this year. Keys, she's had a great couple of seasons. It's awesome. And then Raducanu in 2022, no one saw Raducanu come in, right? So good. And now, 3 years later, post-Barty, post-Serena, WTA's thriving. So good. It is so good. And we've still got plenty of other players that we haven't even spoken about. I mean, there's so many players outside the top 10 that are so good too, right? I mean, Osaka coming back, right? And she's nearly back in the top 10. Towson's been doing great this year. It's been awesome. So good. WTA is so good. Oh, Medvedev's got a break point, by the way. We're not watching the Medi match. Well, we are, but we're not. Sabalenka hit 52 winners and 33 errors. Pegula 27 winners and 15 errors. I mean, that's a great quality match. That is stats prove. I mean, the only bad part of that match were the double faults. Like Pegula getting real nervous at the end, double faulting 4 times to get broken. That was probably the worst part. The only bad part of the match was when Pegula served for it and she double faulted. That was about it though. Yeah, Noskova, Mukova. I mean, oh, man. WTA rules, man. Medvedev is 3-all. Final set. Pegula conquered herself. What do you mean? Pegula will have experience to win playing back? Okay. We're sticking around for this last game. This one game by Medvedev's a deuce at 3-all. And then I've got to get out of here and get ready for tomorrow. God, I'm so happy for Pegula. What a win. What a great win. Like to beat Sabalenka, but to do it that way, love that. That's so good. Such a good win. Is this the best WTA era after Serena and Ennen's era? I don't know. I have to go back and check who was in that era. Who had won slams in that era. I don't think we don't yet have enough slam champions in the top 10 yet. It might, maybe like in a couple of years we might, but because we've only got 4 players in the top 10 have slams. I think if Andreeva or even Pegula won a slam, yeah, it's definitely a very high quality and a very even top 10. But I have to go back and check. But it's a good comparison. It probably is close. And look, I love Serena, but like not having one dominant player and having anybody can beat anybody in the top 10 at least, is great. And look, again, I love Serena, but her dominance was great to watch, but it also, everybody else, nobody else had a chance. Whereas this is like awesome. There's 3 players that are doing really well, like in the slams, right? Sabalenka, Gauff, and Swiatek are, taking all the slams. But Pegula's still got chances, right? You still got plenty of players outside of that top 3 that are able. I mean, even Keys this year, right? She was able to beat 2 of those 3 to win the title. So, like, it's not impossible to win slams if you're not in that top 3, big 3, whatever. Whereas on the men's side, it's like Sinner, Alcaraz. If you can't beat them, you're not going to even. If you can't beat one of them, and then you got to beat the other one anyway. Like, nobody's close to that, right? I mean, the gap between 1 and 2 is like in skill at slams is just so ridiculous. On the women's side though, anybody can beat anyone in any tournament within that top 10 at least, and we love that. Like, that makes it so interesting. It's not boring. We're not just waiting for the final between 1 and 2, right? Yeah, I mean, top 15, you can go back to, you can go all the way down to top 20 even. There's players in the top 20, like number 19, 18, 17, they can beat the top 1, 2, 3 at any given time. It's so good. I think Pegula winning a slam would be so sick. It'd be so cool for her. Because again, like I said, she's so underappreciated. The only time Pegula is mentioned is because of, like, she has $1 billion. That's the only time people even mention her, about, and not, I'm exaggerating. Obviously, people do mention her, but, like, that seems to be the only thing that people talk about when they talk about Pegula. They don't talk about her tennis. They don't talk about how good she is, how consistent she is, how dangerous she is. But hopefully, after beating Sabalenka, people are starting to look at Pegula like, oh shit, she's dangerous. She's one of the best players in the world. She can win anything. She can win anything. What's wrong with men's tennis? It's just it's been taken over by 2 guys, and Djokovic, as well as like the third guy in that, and it's just there's a skill gap. There's a big gap in skill, unfortunately. And then when those guys don't play, unfortunately, the rest of the pack don't. The rest of the pack don't take the title, right? I mean, I would be interested to go through all the tournaments that Sinner and Alcaraz haven't played, or all the tournaments that Sinner and Alcaraz lost early this year, which hasn't been many because Sinner didn't play most of them. But who actually took it? I mean, Shelton took Canada, right? Which is great. I think great for tennis. Menchik took Miami. Great, right? 2 young guys getting titles. Draper winning Indian Wells. Those 3 things happening is great. Okay, cool. So Menchik, Draper, and Shelton, those guys could be behind Sinner and Alcaraz in the that could be, Runa winning Barcelona was great, right? So Runa is in that conversation, right? So okay, cool. So if that's what the top 10 look like in a year, that's good. That's not bad. Obviously, you got to do it at slams though, right? So it's like, but that's great. You won the 1000s, but now it's like, okay, those guys have to. We need next year, and I know everyone's going to cry. We need. I mean, Dimitrov nearly beating Sinner would have been it would have been interesting, but for the future of tennis, it wouldn't have meant much, right? Because Dimi is not going to be around in 5 years. We need one of those guys to beat Alcaraz or Sinner at a slam. That's when things change. That's when we kind of go, oh, hang on. Maybe it's not a 2-horse race. Maybe there is other players that can do stuff. Now, maybe they beat Alcaraz and they lose to Sinner, or they beat Sinner and they lose to Alcaraz, but at least we need that. Because right now it's like it's Sincaraz and the rest. We need to have, and I hope it happens in Australia, because then we start the year off with you know what would be great? And I know Sincaraz fans are going to hate me more. But Australian Open, Sinner, Alcaraz both lose in the quarters or something. That would actually be good for the ATP, for the men's tennis. Because then we start the year off, potentially with a new, different champion, new champion, maybe if it's a Shelton or whoever else I mentioned. That would actually be all right. We start the year off with that. That would be interesting. Cousins final loading? What do you mean? It's 4-0 in the third. Medvedev hasn't lost yet. Fritz could be a threat. Hey, I'd love to see Fritz win. If he won the Australian Open, that'd be awesome. Fritz has been great. Fritz is another one who, I feel like doesn't get... It's not like that he doesn't get respect, but he just doesn't... he gets overlooked, right? Him and Pegula are probably in that same kind of... Because they don't talk themselves up. They don't talk about how good they are. And not that the others do, but they don't... Their games aren't like... Fritz doesn't play like Alcaraz, right? He doesn't... The highlight reel is not as long. But he's still damn good, And same with Pegula, right? She doesn't have, the power of Sabalenka, but she's still so good. I mean, Shelton winning the Australian Open would actually kind of be sick. Let's have that. Can we have that, please? Can we have Shelton winning the Australian Open, though? He beats Sinner and then wins the title. Let's go. Come on. We want Shelton. That's what I want. I want Shelton to win the title. Shelton in Australia. Let's go. He's made the semis before, right? Yeah, Tommy Paul definitely overlooked. Unfortunately, been injured lately, but Tommy Paul's for sure in that. Another one who, definitely gets overlooked. Good thing about the WTA is there's no idea who's going to win the AO. Yeah. And we could name 10 players that could legitimately do it, right? That's what's so fun. On the men's side, it's is it going to be Sinner again or is it going to be Alcaraz this time? Or is Djokovic going to win 25 out of nowhere? As a fairy tale, right? Nobody's talking about anybody else seriously. Looks like Swiatek and Andreeva are the weakest points in the WTA finals considering indoor. That's a wild statement. I don't know about Swiatek being the weakest point, but I'm flabbergasted you're not calling Demon for the AO. Why? Because I'm Australian, I have to pick Demon? That's not a rule. Thanks for streaming. It's an enjoy to listen to your enthusiasm. Chat, this is a match. This is one of those matches that just makes you I don't know about you, but makes me go, oh, yeah, this is why we watch tennis, right? After it feels like most of the week in Shanghai, we've just been going, oh, come on. I'm just getting tired of another player lost. All right, so we're not getting that good match, right? Okay, another player lost. Oh, somebody else is injured. Oh, God, all right. And then we watch this match and we go, that's why I stay up late. That's why we wake up at stupid o'clock, watch this is the kind of match that makes it all worth it. Especially after a week of disappointment on the men's side, Because we could get top 10 clashes, but they might not be as good. We saw a couple of matches, Paolini and Swiatek was a very interesting upset, but it wasn't a good match. It wasn't like this. It was a great result for Paolini, but it wasn't the same as an epic comeback, final set, tiebreak finish match, right? This is the one that goes, okay, this is, hopefully on the men's side, we can get one of these matches soon. Cam, are you not excited at all? Potential cousin fight in the final? No. That makes no... I mean, yeah, okay, that's a nice story. But also it's like, and? Cool. That's cool. Am I like as excited as Gauff versus Pegula? Definitely not. It's just a cool, it's cool. Yeah, like, yeah, cool. But it doesn't light me on fire. I'd rather Medvedev be in the final. Personally, to play Vacheroy. I think that would be more interesting. Because then if Vacheroy beats Medvedev to win the title, that would cap off a ridiculous run, right? Beating Rune, Djokovic, Medvedev to win the title. As a qualifier, that would be insane. And then Medvedev winning the title, I mean, that would be great just to see him come back and finally win, a title. The cousin final doesn't really do anything for me. Like, cool. It's a cool, fun. It's fun. But we'll probably forget about it in a week, Once we get to the Six King Slam, everyone's going to forget it'll be one of those, like, remember that thing that happened? Oh, yeah, it was fun. Unless it's like a 3 tiebreaks, 4-hour epic, then we remember the score. But Medvedev's about to lose. I love the story, but yeah, it's not the best tennis. Yeah, but then look, maybe Vacheroy, this is the start of him becoming the best player ever. Like, maybe it's the start of something and he becomes a real contender outside of this one tournament. Ringdoknish is... By the way, I don't want to watch Ringdoknish versus Vacheroy because I don't even say their names. I'll say Medi versus Vacheroy. Vacheroy versus Medi. Oh, God, I know it's down match point. Fuck. I can't... how am I going to say his name? I can't even say Ringdoknish. By the time I say his name, the point's over. Damn it. Gauff Pegula, at least it rolls off the tongue. I could say those names. So of course Medvedev's going to lose. Just like everybody else this week. Welcome to the ATP. If you ain't got Sinner and Alcaraz, you ain't got shit. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Vacheroy's watching on, by the way. Love that for him. Like, it's Sinkeraz or bust. Hey, Medi survived. Let's go. I'm just going to wait until this game's over and then I might leave. Yeah, you have to pronounce the K. It's part of the name. Why no live stream? Because the women's match was so much better and the men's match is okay. And also Medvedev beat Diminor, so I ain't watching. Be lucky if I watch the final if he plays. Tournaments without Sinkeraz feel like it's going on school holiday. Going to school on a holiday. That sounds horrible. I feel bad for you. Why can't every player be Li Na? Simple. Somebody already made that joke. Is there a reason you don't like Medi streams? No. It's not just Medi. Like, we're not watching the semifinals of Shanghai because of Medvedev. I'm not avoiding Medvedev. We just didn't watch it because we're watching the... Oh, my God. All right, chat, you get your cousin's match. Whoop-de-friggin' do. Good. Let's go. How many of you are going to stay up until 3 a.m. watching that, though? Because if you say, I'm going to watch that, you're either financially invested or you're French. You're not... How many of you are going to stay up and watch that match? You're really going to watch the Shanghai final now? You're going to stay up all late? You go, I'm going to stay up, Cam. I'm going to stay up until 3 a.m. I have nothing better to do. Bullshit. You ain't staying up for that if you don't, unless you're invested. You got something on the line. You're not watching that. Yeah, nope. See? Nope. You've already checked out. We're watching it, though. I'll be watching it. Don't worry. I'll be watching it. Because it's a 1,000 final. We got to watch it it's out of principle. We got to watch it. I am watching that. Yeah, Leon, you're boycotting the final. You're like, I'm not doing this. Medi double folded it. Yeah, final. Yeah. Hey, look, it is a good story, though. All jokes aside, it is a good story. The cousins. Haha. Who do I want to... I think Vachereau winning would be better for it would be better. Vachereau winning would be better. Rinderknecht winning would be like Krajinovic winning Paris. Remember when that happened? It didn't happen. Exactly. See, you didn't even know it didn't happen. He made the final, though. But Rinderknecht, I don't know if him winning is like... It's like Carreño Busta winning Canada, right? Did that even happen? See, I don't even remember. God, and I'm supposed to be the expert. What is that? Did Carreño Busta win Canada? He won Canada, right? He beat Hurkacz. Yeah. I think Vachereau winning would be a better. It's like Indian Wells 2021. Yeah, but Norrie made a semi of Wimbledon, so I don't think unless Rinderknecht makes the semis of Wimbledon next year. But I think Vachereau winning would be better for going forward. Because then it's like, oh, well, he's younger, so maybe he's got more time. I thought Carreño Busta won Cincy. No, he won. Did he win Canada? I don't even know. Coric won Cincy. Coric, by the way, Coric winning Cincy is not wild because Coric made a final of Shanghai in 2018. So Coric was both. It was, Coric was one of the. He was supposed to be one of the chosen ones. He's supposed to be a part of that Zverev generation. But he's been injured. So Coric winning 1,000 isn't that weird. This is weird, right? Whoever wins this tomorrow it's going to be weird. Some of these comments are crazy. I'm not even reading it. Anyways, I'm going to go. Women's final for tomorrow. Gauff Pegula. And then we've got Rinderknecht taking on Vachereau. God, we got to figure out some nicknames. I'm not reading those names out. I can't say those names. I'll bite my tongue. And then basically the Asian swing's over for the men. And the women still have got matches next week. But big day tomorrow. Top 10 clash. Other match. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sabalenka, she was up 5-2 final set. Pegula came back and took the tiebreak and gets one of the best wins of her season. One of the best wins of her season, easily. And finally beats Sabalenka after many, many losses. And she's in the final. She's going to take on Pegula tomorrow. I'll see you then.